Obi
of the year 2023. Peter Gregory Obi for redefining the political calculations in the 2023 presidential election.
His Excellency Mr. Peter Gregory Obi has once again clinched yet another award for his sterling role in redefining Nigerian political dynamics during the run to the presidential election. Obi was awarded the Leadership Politician of the Year 2023 after winning the Political Icon of the Year 2023 a few weeks back. While handing the award to Mr. Peter Obi, it was noted that Obi changed the political dynamics of politics in Nigeria. Congratulations to Mr. Peter Obi. Congratulations to the Obedient movement. Let us see how Mr. Peter Obi changed the political dynamics of politics in Nigeria. What started as a joke in 2022 has morphed into a national movement labeled by many as a thought force expected to produce a new government in the next few years. Not many gave him a chance when on May 24, 2022, he communicated to the leadership of Nigeria's largest opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, his intent to resign his membership in pursuit of a presidential ambition on the platform of another party. For Peter Obi, the enigmatic political figure loved by the young and the old in equal measure, the move meant it was time to unchain himself from the shackles of politics of the old order. Riding on the wave of mass support, symbolized largely by youth tired of the system that has seen them toil for years with little to show for it, Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the just concluded presidential election, has demonstrated the inelastic power inherent in true love. Spending less than a fraction of what the president-elect Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party spent during their party primaries, Obi won in 12 states, including Lagos and the Federal Capital Territory. A few weeks before the election, many pundits wrote him off, citing his no shishi, a candidate not given to monetary inducement, disposition as the reason only a few will eventually vote for him. How wrong they were. His no-shishi political philosophy single-handedly changed the national campaign landscape, where hitherto politicians used to shamelessly share money, foodstuff, clothing, etc. Every politician became extremely careful not to be caught doling out cash out of any kind to persuade voters to vote for them. Born on 19 July 1961, Peter is partly Okonkwo, the main character in Chinwe Achebe's Things Fall Apart, as his frame rested on solid personal achievement. At a relatively young age of 61, Obi has brought honor to the nation's politics through a combination of hard work, honesty, and record uncommon with politicians in this part of the world. Obi is integrity personified. An alumnus of the prestigious Christ the King College, Onitsha, Obi studied at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, bagging a degree in philosophy in 1984. His quest for more academic laurels further took him to the London School of Economics and Columbia Business School, earning postgraduate degrees in financial management and business policy and marketing management, respectively. Obi's resignation from the PDP and pinching tent with a less fancy, less respected, and less formidable Labour Party saw a meteoric rise in his political fortune. Few politicians and naysayers gave him a chance, given the popularity of the two candidates of the political behemoth, the All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party. To worsen matters, Obi Hope State Governor Charles Oludo came short of writing the former state governor off when he declared the race a two-horse contest between Tinubu and Atiku. Obi's youth support base derived in part from the sundry youth groups made up of artisans, students, musicians, entertainers, and social media influencers who deployed their mastery of social media to drum up support for him. Unlike the support base of Atiku and Tinubu, who were waiting for logistics to hit the streets to mobilize for their candidate, Obi supporters who dubbed themselves as Obedient used their personal resources to sell the LP's manifestos to Nigerians. On Twitter and Facebook, Obedient held several educational sessions enlightening Nigerians on the dangers of pinching tent with the old order. Many heeded the message, which culminated in his impressive outing during the last election. Peter Okoye, one half of the P Square musical group, literally put his life into Obi's project, earning himself commendation and condemnation in the process. His follower with Seun Kuti, a fellow musician and son of late Afrobeat founder Fela Kuti, really comes to mind. Worthy of mention too is Mr. Macaroni, skit superstar, who never hesitated to remind anyone who cared to listen that he was for Obi in rain and in shine. With the political stage set, Obi kept his eyes on the ball towards the goalpost. He had garnered a worldwide experience as a two-time governor of Anambra State. He was not a neophyte in the management of political stardom. Peter Obi had contested a governorship election in Anambra State in 2003 on the platform of the All Progressive Grand Alliance and lost to PDP Chris Ngige. He challenged the victory in courts, and almost 3 years later, he was declared the authentic winner of the poll. 7 months in the saddle, he was impeached in controversial circumstances. Not one to give up without a fight because of his belief in the rule of law. The soft-spoken philosophy king sought legal redress in court, leading to the nullification of the impeachment by the Court of Appeal on 9 February 2007. In 2010, he won a second term in office, beating PDP Charles Soludo, incumbent Anambra State governor. Questions have been asked about who truly is the authentic political leader of the Igbo nation after the demise of the Chukwuemeka Ojukwu. With many Igbo laying claims to that title, it was to Obi that Atiku Abubakar turned to in 2019 for his choice of running mate when he ran against Muhammadu Buhari in the presidential election of that year. Full of experience and insight, as skeletal preparation for the 2023 presidential election began, Obi was quick to realize that the process for the selection of the party's candidate would be anything but transparent in the PDP. As a result, he communicated his intentions in writing to the Iyorchia Ayu-led National Working Committee to resign from the party. He subsequently joined the Labour Party in a defection that can be described as one of the smartest political moves in Nigerian recent political history. Soon after joining, highly respected Pat Utomi, a professor of political economy, perished his presidential ambition for Obi, a huge testament to a latter's rising popularity. As can be seen from the February 25th presidential election, those who wrote him off were forced to have a rethink when at the end of the collation, Obi pulled a total of 6,093,962 votes in 12 states comprising Edo, Cross River, Delta, Lagos, Plateau, Benue, Imo, Ebonyi, Nasarawa, Anambra, Abia, and Enugu State. It is shocking that the so-called behemoth, Tinubu and Atiku, barely managed to win the same number of states. Obi's 25% score of total vote cast has been interpreted as a statement of intent and as many see him as the future president if he sustains the tempo. Peter Obi challenged the election result of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in court but was unsuccessful. Rather than running away like many politicians such as Atiku Abubakar, Obi has remained relevant, providing constructive criticism to the ruling party and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Unlike many Nigerians, Peter Obi's influence has continued to grow, and his inspired followers, the Obedient Movement, has been holding the government accountable. Aside challenging the national politics where the presidential election saw a 3-horse race with an unknown Labour Party getting a 6 million vote, Peter Obi gave ordinary Nigerians a chance to national politics, as we saw first-timers defeating political behemoths like the case of Irete Kingibe, defeating an astute PDP politician, Philip Adudu, who has been in the National Assembly for 20 years in the Abuja senatorial election. Kevin Chukwu, a 2-week-old politician whose elder brother, Oyibo Chukwu, was gruesomely murdered during the election campaign, defeated former governor of Enugu State, Chimaroke Nnamani, in the Enugu Central senatorial election. The Obedient Movement, led by Peter Obi, saw to the retirement of many political behemoths in Nigeria as relative hunters, Okada riders, won national election in Kaduna and Enugu State respectively. Winning a Leadership Man of the Year is a proof that Mr. Peter Obi is an inspirational and a transformative leader.
First is to most sincerely thank leadership for this event. Thank our keynote speaker. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. And I thank all that are gathered here. For me, I always say this award is I'm grateful to the Almighty God. that I have this opportunity, and always opportunity wherever possible. I've said this every day. I am not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria walk.
Thank you.
I'm desperate to see Nigeria.
Yes.
So I listened to what the keynote speakers said today. And you can see in my tweet yesterday, we have no reason being part of poverty in the world, especially in the north. The north have no reason to be poor. We make more money in this country from agriculture than we make from oil any day, any time. So traveling everywhere. I heard yesterday that Ukraine is giving Nigeria grain. Ukraine is at war. The whole of northern Nigeria is 744, 268,000 square kilometers.
Wow.
Ukraine is 603,000 square kilometers. They have no reason to give us grain. Because we have the land where they give us grain, because 60% of their land is cultivated, 60% of our own is uncultivated. And people even say it's from northeast. I might be governor of Niger State here. Niger State can feed Nigeria. Niger State can feed Africa. Niger State is occupying 76,300 square kilometers of land. They can feed Nigeria. Netherlands, with 33,000 square kilometers, which Niger State is twice, exported last year $125 billion of agricultural products.